you guys for tuning in to another episode of Authors to Know and Their Books to Read. My name is Martinique Brown, and I'm so happy that you guys are tuning in today. Make sure that if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure that you come to my Facebook page, which is Martinique Y Brown. Make sure you send me a friend request so that anytime I do new shows, new posts, that you're in the loop, that you will be notified. If you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you also click on my YouTube channel in the description box. It is Martinique the Storyteller. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Guys, I'm trying to reach 75 subscribers, and I know you guys can do it. So go ahead and click that subscribe button. So I am so happy today because on the show, Authors to Know and Their Books to Read, I actually have on the show today, Thelma Sample. Thelma is an Amazon best-selling author, a life coach, motivational speaker, as well as the author of Marketing Made Easy. So I'm just so thankful that she was willing to come on this show so she can help you business owners make your business even more successful with the marketing tools that she has. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Thelma, to the show.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure actually connecting with you over the last few weeks so we can iron out the scope of this and what we're actually going to talk about and how we can actually give back to the business owners and entrepreneurs to help them with their businesses and help their businesses to grow. So thank you for having me, and I appreciate this opportunity. I'm excited.
You're welcome. I'm excited to have you. Guys, I just want to make sure that you know that any questions that you have, go ahead and ask the question to Thelma. You can ask myself as well. We can see your comments. Did you know that? So Thelma, I just want to start the show off with why did you decide to write Marketing Made Easy?
I decided to write it because there's a lot of business owners that's struggling and their budgets may be, like mine was. When I started my business, I had $1,200. I had to hustle. We grew it into a multi-million-dollar business. That's over an 8-year span. But I utilized a lot of free marketing that most people may or may not know about. So I said, I'm going to write this book. I'm going to give them everything I did. I didn't hold back. I want to see everybody win. So this binder is less than 50 pages. It has everything in there that we did from online and offline marketing. I'm going to tell you something. We didn't build our business online. If you're a friend of mine, you can scroll to the bottom of my Facebook page. It shows you I joined Facebook in 2015. I didn't make my money online. I made it offline.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. So how did you what were some of the resources or mediums that you used offline to make money?
Okay, so one thing I did back in the day, Craigslist used to be free. You can actually post an ad on Craigslist and you can cover all 50 states. I would do that. Now they charge you $5 a post. But as long as you change the post up a little bit, you can actually hire somebody to do this. You can outsource this. You can post for $5. And that $5, I think, will get you 3 posts in one state, but you also can post in different states. So I utilized Craigslist. Another thing I did giveaways. I do taxes. So my business is Success Tax Relief. And what I would do, I said, okay, I will do, if they have multiple years of tax returns, I'll call the radio station. Hey, I'm Thelma Sample with Success Tax Relief. Because media sometimes has a lot of free ads that they never get used. It's called filler spots. And they'll use you to fill a spot in. So you can give away some products and services. I would give away tax prep. That's what I would do. Also TV. TV has the same thing. Sometimes they're looking for people like you. People don't realize that. Your local TV station, radio station, all you gotta do is make a phone call and get online with the AR person and get online with that person and say, hey, I'm a business owner. I've been, this is what I had to offer. I want to reach out to your audience. And in exchange, here's what I'll do. And they'll mention you when they're having giveaways because radio stations always do giveaways. We advertise in a green sheet. I'm not sure if you guys have a green sheet in Texas. On Friday, it's free. It's still free to do 2 or 3 lines in the green sheet for free. I say, have a tax problem, call ... Thelma Sample. That was it. I mean, I literally hustled. I went to networking events. I exchanged business cards. I joined the local chambers. So I got an opportunity to speak at the meetings, and we had weekly meetings. So I built it that way. I did referrals. 60% of people don't realize that 60% of business that don't get closed is missed because you won't ask for a referral. 60% of money is left on the table because you won't ask for a referral.
And I feel like one of the major things with being a business owner is really just having that confidence, just to put yourself out there and to,
Absolutely.
don't let your mind tell you, oh, this will never work. You know, how will you know that something won't work until you try it? You know, so how did you, as a business owner, how did you have that confidence to just put yourself out there like that?
That's a great question. It's scary at first, especially when you're new to the market, you're not sure what to do. You know, you don't have a lot of money. Here's the thing, you have to have the attitude, I'm not gonna quit. It's not an option. I'm not gonna quit. And one thing about us, we took the word try out. So at this office, we don't use the word try. It implies failure. Because just like the Nike commercial, either you're gonna do it or you're not gonna do it at the end of the day. And when I had 3 children to take care of, and I also had 2 parents that were that have ailments. So I didn't have a choice. And I have 25 years of sales experience. So here's how it works. If you don't close anything, you don't eat. And I know that sounds, but that's the mindset you have to be in. And whatever you kill, you do get to eat. So that's the mindset you got to be in. It's do or die. So you got to get out there and do it. Nothing's going to come easy for you, but it's going to be worth it in the end. And how bad do you want it? If you treat your business like a business, it'll pay you like one. If you treat it like a hobby, that's how it'll pay you. But it's all up to you. And there's no substitute for laziness. You got to put the work in.
That's true. That's true. And I have a couple of people that just want to say hello to you, Thelma. I have Al, Ruben, Demetrius, as well as Tiffany. They've been watching and they just want to give you a shout out and say,
well, hi, I'm glad you guys are tuning in. I hope it's some helpful information to help you guys out. And thank you for watching.
Definitely. And I just want to remind you guys, everybody that's watching, make sure that you look at the description box, because Thelma's email address as well as her fan page is listed in the description box. We're talking about her Marketing Made Easy binder, but you can get that for $25 today. Just for viewing, get that for $25. Make sure that you go to her fan page and you just put in your information, and she'll, once you make that payment, of course, she'll send you that binder as well. So tell us exactly what will we learn after reading this binder?
Okay, so after reading this binder, what I do teach you guys. So here's the binder right here, guys. What I do, I teach you guys some techniques for offline and online marketing. And the reason why, I'm giving an example, like today, Google Plus said they're shutting down. They had where people's information got hacked. So people got compromised. They're shutting it down. Social media was never designed for business. It was designed just for what it says, social media, for you to reconnect with family, you reconnect with friends. If it goes away, what is your backup plan? Most people don't have one because they rely heavily on social media, right? Yeah. So I'm teaching you how to get off social media. I'm saying close the computer, make some networking events, host some parties at your house where you networking with each other. I'm saying go join your local chambers. Get out there. So this book is going to teach you how to do that. It's going to teach you online and offline marketing strategy so you can build on your backyard and be successful. It's going to tell you how to build a sales funnel. Most people don't even know what a sales funnel is, but you need to have a sales funnel nowadays. You're going to be in business. It teaches you how to build an email list. People don't realize is email marketing is still the cheapest way to advertise. You can spend $1 on email list, and on the return on investment is average about $38. You need to have an email list, but you also need to run through a funnel. And those are things you're going to learn how to do, what a funnel is, how does it function. And there are 4 parts to a funnel. So I'm going to teach you what those 4 parts are. It's awareness, it's interest, it's decision, and it's action. And the purpose of the main goal of that funnel is just to move people through a sales process. That's what you're doing. Because the first time they reach out to you, they're at the top of that sales funnel, they may not be ready to buy, right? You pique their interest. And the way you spell pique is Pique. You pique in their interest. And that's awareness. That's between awareness and the interest stage. And then they'll make a decision if they're going to buy, and then they'll take action. So you're taking those leads off your website or your landing page, and you convert them into a buyer, because a lead is just a lead. If nothing's closed, nothing's closed. You have to be able to convert that lead into a paying customer. And then having an email list teach you how to have what's called LTV, which is a lifetime customer. Keep this in mind. People don't typically change the email address. I have an email address that's 25 years old. It's always a way to reconnect with people, to re-engage people, and to reach out to new people. But people don't typically change the email list. And that's why email marketing is one of the most effective and cheap ways to advertise. All you got to do is run the contest and collect the email addresses. And in this binder, I'll teach you how to do that.
Okay. So I know we're talking a lot about marketing, and you know everybody and their mama know what marketing means, but what does marketing mean to you?
Okay, marketing is everything. You have to be a walking, talking billboard. And what I mean by that, you have to be infiltrated into your business. Cash flow, here's the saying I use. Cash flow is the lifeblood of your business, right? But your customers are your pulse. And if you don't have the cash flow, the pulse, and then marketing is the filtration system, which is pumping the blood in and out, you're not going to have a successful business. You need all three. People need to know where you are. We need to know how to find you. You need to be on Amazon. If you have products, you need to be on Amazon. You need to be on Etsy. Amazon attracts 180 million people. That's how many people that actually buy off Amazon. Prime, if you become Prime, which if you do like a what's called fulfillment by Amazon, you become a Prime business client, and you can get your products into people's hands that same day or the very next day. But you need to be on Amazon. Mm-hmm. So I talk to you about different things about how to get your products out there, but marketing is everything. You should be talking about your business all the time. You should be referring to your business. You should have a fan page. You should have a website. So you should have business cards. You can have t-shirts made. All these things are inexpensive, and you have to attend networking events. And then you got to find your target audience. It's so lazy. And here, I got to just say this straight up. I started network marketing in 1995. There was no social media. Mm-hmm. You did network marketing the old school way. You did one-on-ones. You had networking events, and you hosted parties. We've gotten so lazy where we will just pick our families and friends. And family and friends, they picked out. You won't go find your target audience. You're going to just run your family and friends off. They'll eventually buy from you, but they're going to probably be the last ones to support you. You got to start finding your target audience. And the way you do that, you look at your demographics that tell you who your target audience is, and you pair with the psychographics and tell you where they are, and you merge those two. And in this binder, I'm going to teach you how to do that. Those are fancy terms, but it's not hard to do. Once you find your target audience, you'll never run out of people. You'll never run out of business. But we have to find your target audience first. I teach you how to do that. I'm giving you everything I did to build my 7-figure business over these last 8 years without social media.
So how do you balance it all? If you have an individual that is, maybe they do have a full-time job, and maybe this job is just paying the bills, but it's not their passion, but they do want to move into a business that, they're really interested in, as well as this is what they're doing when they do get home at 6 p.m. So how do you find that balance of not like just killing yourself?
Right. And you do have the balance. That's a great question. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I worked a full-time job too, and I had 3 children in school. And what I did, Gary Vee talks about this. Gary Vee, most people, you guys know him. He wrote a lot of books. He's famous for Crush It. You can work between 9 and 2 a.m. And I know it's going to be pushing it. If you can dedicate anywhere, they say the average person for a business part-time should dedicate 20 to 30 hours on that business. So you pick a few nights out the week, not every night because you need some downtime, but you do need to dedicate 45 hours a week on working on your business. You have to do that. It's never going to be easy, especially if you have to work a full-time job. And I never recommend people just quitting their job. You need to have anywhere from 9 months to a year worth of money saved up, because when you quit your job, 401k goes away. There's no cushion. There's no life insurance. It's you versus you every single day. Mm-hmm. And here's what I want you guys to develop. I'm committed. Commitment says regardless of what happens in life, I'm going to see it through. Whatever comes my way, I'm going to work the journey. And you touch yourself and tell yourself that I'm committed. I'm going to make the sacrifice. I'm going to do whatever I need to do to see it through. But you work from 9 to 2 a few nights out the week, but you have to do it. And it's faith with works.
So is it 25 hours a week that I need to commit, or 45 hours a week?
And see, I think, Martinique, it's going to depend on you. Like me, okay. I was doing about 60 hours a week because I wanted to leave my job. And that's how committed I was. I had to change the clothes in a car. I would go to networking events after I left work. That's how committed I was, because I know I wanted to build my business. I wanted to build my brand. And the goal was to own my backyard. You want to own your local market. Whatever you offer, whatever you sell, you want to be the only choice. You literally want to be the only choice. If you're doing hair, you should be the only choice. You should have a YouTube channel. I mean, you should be out there. You should make networking events. And vendor events are good too. You got to find inexpensive ways to advertise, but you want to make it. You want to have a business phone number, so they're not just calling your phone, because people will drive you crazy. You can get a business line right now for $10 a month. You need to look like you're a legitimate business. You want to get on Yelp. Yelp is free. Have your listing in Yelp. It's free to do that. Those are things you can do. Another thing you can do is called Haro. It's HARO. And what it is, it's called help a reporter out. Basically, you'll go through and ask a few questions for a reporter in your field, your expertise. It could be, let's say you do taxes, and you could answer a few questions about taxes. Let's say you do hair. They might have questions about different techniques for styling hair or different products. but you can ask a few questions and you can get leads from that, because people that respond to that, they'll send you those leads in your email, and those are more leads for you. And that's just you taking a little bit of time to answer some questions. You can start a blog. It don't cost any money to do these things. You just got to be creative. Getting on YouTube, that's the second most viewed search engine besides Google, right? It's free to set up a YouTube channel. It doesn't cost you anything. Put your videos up. Demonstrate your products, your services. Why are you the expert? Why should people hire you? What's unique about you? And what I teach in this bind is how to be unforgettable. You got to leave an impact, right?
Yeah.
How do you be unforgettable? How do people remember you? You got to stand out from the crowd. You got to find something that's different that other people are not doing.
And I really like how you said it's you versus you, because you really do have to motivate yourself to get out the bed and to pursue the things that you're trying to pursue and the goals that you're trying to accomplish. I know one of the things that I have posted on my mirror is you can do it. And that's the bottom line. I can do it. You know, I just have to be focused. And I think one of the biggest things about being in your starting your own business, as well as pursuing what you want to pursue, is discipline. You know, discipline is so major in this because, like you said, if you don't do it, it's not going to get done.
Right. And you do want to keep your goals before you too. Like now, I still have goals up. Because people, you know, ask me, well, them, why do you still go to networking events? Why you do this? Why you do that? Because I have other things I want to do. I haven't reached even though I run a 7-figure business, it's other things I want to do. So I keep my goals before me. You need to have a vision board. You go to the dollar. So this stuff costs less than $5. Get a white cardboard, get the little sticky notes, get a black marker, and write your goals out. You should have daily goals. You need monthly goals. You need weekly goals. The goals, what it does, help you stay focused and help you fulfill your commitment. Because you need to put them somewhere you're going to be able to see them every single day. Let that be the bathroom mirror, the refrigerator. Somewhere it's going to be visible every single day, because you're going to get discouraged. You're not going to be motivated every single day. That's where commitment comes in. I'm going to do exactly what I said I'm going to do, regardless of what happens in life. In 1 year, I'll tell you what happened to me. My mother died 9 months ago. My dad had stage 4 kidney disease. I'm in the middle of a divorce right now. All my storms happened at one time. I had to speak at Harvard on July 14th. My dad said this to me. He said, you got to work the journey. That's what he said to me. He said, you got to keep going. All these things happen. I had no control of them, right? But I said, okay, God, you know, and I wanted to fall apart. Went through my stage of my low period where I was dealing with depression. And God saw me through that, right? But I had to keep going. Like I had to fight through all that and keep going, because I still had a business to run. I still had clients. I still have 3 children. I have a grandbaby. You gotta work the journey, regardless of the storms of life. Right. Because God is saying, how are you gonna respond? How are you gonna respond? When things fall apart, the business don't work out, you lose a lot of money on marketing sources, how are you gonna respond to life? Do you quit? 80% of businesses fail that first year because they quit. 80%. One is a money issue. The second part, they just gave up. 80% fail the first year.
Right. And 80%. I know that you did mention the funnels. Is that also the same as the 4 pillars of marketing? No.
So a funnel is basically what a funnel does. It directs the customer to a close. So you'll get the lead in. It's taking them to a close. The lead will come to the website or a landing page, and then you'll send an email out and say, "Hey, thanks for subscribing." For you subscribing, you give them a free, you know, whatever you want to give. You can give them a report, or you might want to send out a free sample of whatever product you have, and then you just piquing their interest. You may send an email once a week, and you just lead them to whatever you want them to purchase, be it a product or a service. Now, the 4 pillars of marketing, it doesn't matter what you offer, whether it's a product or a service, it's the cost. That whatever you're selling that product for, I'll teach you how to scale your business. It's how do you find your target audience and how do you convert them. So it's cost, it's scale, it's targeting, and it's conversion. Those are the 4 pillars of marketing. No matter what you're selling, whether it's offline or online, those are the 4 pillars. And you have to have those 4 pillars in a marketing strategy. And that's why it's very crucial, Martinique, that you have more than one strategy. You could be using Facebook ads. Are you going to hire somebody to do your Facebook ads? Whatever you want to do. But you need to work your offline market too, because again, the goal is to be the only local choice in your area. And we forget about that. If Facebook goes away, Instagram goes away, Pinterest, YouTube goes away, what's the backup plan? Right. You got to have a backup plan, because you don't know what's going to happen. Who would have thought Google Plus is going away? But it's going away. They announced, I posted on my Facebook page, it's going away. And they had millions of subscribers, it's gone. Yeah. I mean, what if Mark Zuckerberg started to charge you for everything that you post? Because keep in mind, social media was never designed for business. It was designed just for what it says, social media. Mm-hmm. So that's why I always think like that. You got to get ahead of the demand. You got to literally stay ahead of the demand. And you got to think like that. But I would not have a product or service and not be on Amazon. Mm-hmm. See, here, I'm going to tell you a secret. Most people don't know this. Amazon pays Google $10 billion a year to advertise. If you get on Amazon, you're going to inadvertently end up on Google anyway and you'll rank in the search engines. That's why whatever you're selling, it doesn't matter if it's books, if it's coffee, it's the skinny tea, whatever you have, the TLC, network marketing, you need to be on Amazon. And it's a place for authors. It's a place for speakers. You need to be offering your service on Amazon. Don't miss out on that market.
I didn't know that. I never thought Amazon was used for a service. I always thought it was
most people don't.
For a product.
No, you can do right. Most people don't know that, but CreateSpace, a lot of people write their books through CreateSpace. That's owned by Amazon, where you can go and self-publish. But you can offer your coaching service on there and put a link up to your YouTube. You can do all that.
And I just want to
everything that's out there.
Yeah, and I just want to encourage our viewers. If you have a question, make sure you ask now. Thelma is just full of energy. One,
I
know. She's also full of information as well, and this is your opportunity to be able to ask her questions. So don't sleep on that opportunity right now. But I know that another thing that you mentioned was a person owning their local market. And I just want to tell you guys that Thelma is giving us nuggets. But when you go ahead and go to her fan page and sign up and purchase her binder, you'll get in full detail everything that she's talking about right now. So I do encourage you to go to her fan page. It's actually listed in the description box. Make sure you visit that fan page, sign up, let her know in the comment section that you are interested in purchasing this binder. Like I said, you can get it for $25. That's nothing, y'all. You have to make an investment in yourself, in your business. Absolutely. So Thelma, if you could go ahead and let us know a little bit more about how a person can begin to own their local market.
Okay, what I mean by that, like in the binder, I talked to you guys about being unforgettable. Like I'll give you an example. Like if I was a hairdresser and I was in, let's say Houston. Houston's a really big city, 6 million people. I'm going to be the only choice. What I mean by that is I'm going to have a great YouTube channel with a lot of subscribers. I'm going to be at vendor events. I'm going to be calling the local radio station. I'm going to be running specials. You do need to run weekly specials. I'm going to have an email list. People can opt in. I'm going to run them through a funnel. I'm going to be on Style Seat, because you should be on Style Seat. Like, it's so many ways to do this. I'm going to hand out business cards, my background business card. I'm going to have a thing for referrals on there. I'll give you a coupon. I'm going to create products. I'm gonna create products. Like it doesn't call if you do hair, you've already been to school, you understand techniques and you understand harmful chemicals. I'm gonna have products to offer you. Eventually, I'll have products. I'm gonna network with other hairstylists. I'm gonna probably have a barber in there too. You want to be the one-stop shop. So if you can have a hair salon where you do hair, get a barber in there, somebody do braids, and you can offer products, you've cornered the whole market. And all you did was add more service on top of services. Another thing you want to do, advertise in your car. Get those magnets that go on the side of your car. You can get those less than $100. That's another way to do it. Get on Craigslist. Put your pictures on Craigslist. Get on Marketplace. Marketplace is great. It's free to advertise on Marketplace. You're just posting pictures. Join different Facebook groups if you're going to be on Facebook. Don't be on Facebook just to be on Facebook. Monetize Facebook. Until it runs out, monetize Facebook. Unless you want to go work in Silicon Valley, you'll get a job. Other than that, if you want to own your local market, monetize off Facebook. Instagram is another good place for people that do hair. Pinterest, you can post pictures, and you can actually grab leads from Pinterest, and you can also put your link up to your YouTube channel, and people can go see you actually doing a hairstyle. People can see you doing a deep conditioner. And then here's another thing too, guys. Don't always sell people. Provide valuable content. So if I'm a hairstylist, I may give you 2 days where I'm doing information about deep conditioning, about cutting your ends. The other 3 days, I'll talk about my services. I may take 1 day off and then come back. So again, at least 2 days, I'm just giving you information. The other 3 days, I'm going to tell you about my services and how you can get involved. I'm tell you what days I'm running weekly specials, what days I'm having coupons. Start a membership for so many haircuts, so many hairstyles. That's another way to monetize out that. Those are just different things you can do, because you got to be unforgettable. The world is so noisy. How do you stand out? And that's what I talk about. I teach you ways to stand out so that you can be different. You never have to worry about the competition. You only focus on what you're doing, because you want to find markets the competition is not even in. And in this binder, I teach you. It's hard to do this in 30 minutes, but in the binder, I teach you how to find markets that other people are not even in. And for those of you, I do have a bonus. If you buy the binder, when you do purchase it, I will give you a 1-page marketing plan and a business plan, because I do coaching. So I do private coaching, one-on-one coaching. We can talk about what that costs, because a lot of people don't even have a business plan. And you don't know where you're headed, you're going nowhere fast. You have to have a strategic plan on where you're headed. Marketing is key, and you got to do market research. I'll teach you how to find your demographics, which is your buyers. You're looking for their age, you're looking for their race, their income levels. The psychograph is where you're looking at their hobbies, their interests, and you got to be able to combine those two, and then that's how you find your target audience. I'll teach you how to do that. And I know those are big fancy words. Oh, Thelma, that's a lot of work. You doggone right, it's a lot of work. You're not going to build a successful business if you don't put the work in.
Right.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen by accident. You got to put the work in, and you'll never leave your job if you're not going to be committed. As committed as you are to building somebody else's dream, you got to be there committed for your own dreams.
That's true.
And how bad do you want it?
How bad do you want it, people? How bad do you want it? Don't you want Thelma just in your right pocket at all times? But you know what? But you don't have to have her in your pocket, because you can purchase her binder, Marketing Made Easy. Like I said, make sure that you can go ahead and go to her fan page. If you are also interested in her business coaching, you can also let her know on that fan page as well, and then she will send you that additional information. So now, Thelma, one thing that I want people to know about is that you have a podcast called Let's Talk Business, and it's actually going to be aired on October 10th at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it's going to be on your Facebook page, Thelma Sample. So now, guys, I actually have her Facebook page in the description box. Make sure that you tune in to her podcast. But Thelma, can you just let us know a little bit more what you'll be talking about on this podcast?
Yes, I'm so excited. My schedule opened up to where I could do this podcast. And I have a book coming out too. It's called I Started My Business, Now What? Because I run across so many business owners. You guys have great businesses. You're doing well, but you're forgetting to take care of the IRS. And it's a myth out there. Yes, it's a myth. The first one is about taxes. It's a myth out there. They say, well, I started my business, I'm going to pay myself first. No, you pay the IRS first.
You better pay them.
When you're W-2 at a job, guess what happens? They take out taxes before you get your check. You have what's called a gross, and you have what's called the net. You get the net because they're going to withhold taxes. Same thing with your business owner. You don't pay yourself first. You pay the IRS first. That's how you keep them out of your life. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about why you never want to be a DBA. You always need to incorporate. You need to be an LLC, S Corp, or C Corp. Why you want to start your business with an exit strategy? Even if you don't plan on selling a business, you still need to have start with an exit strategy in mind. We're going to talk about marketing. We're going to talk about having a business plan. We're going to talk about customers, reviews. It's so much. It's going to be weekly. So it's going to be a lot. I'm going to give you guys 25 years of what of my mentorship, what I pay for, because I still have four paid mentors right now. You can get 25 years of experience in this podcast. Now, all the content on the podcast is going to be free. But again, it's only going to be a 30-minute podcast. Sometimes it'll be an hour. So if you want more in detail, more in depth, you want to look at your business one-on-one, we can talk about that because I have packages set up for that. And you can have me. You can have me to where I'll be working with you and we can scale your business and grow your business. Right now, I'm working with about 30 people, but I have room for more to work with. And we can do Zoom and we can talk about your business, how we can strategic it. And if you're local in Houston, you can come into the office. We can sit down one-on-one and go over that as well. But I'm here because I want to see you guys win for real. I want to see you guys. If your family history is poverty, let's break the generational curses. Let's leave a legacy, and they can start with you. Don't ever believe you can't break generational curses. I'm gonna tell you this. My family has diabetes. I lost my mother to cancer. My dad dealt with high blood pressure. We had teen pregnancy. We broke that, and we finally broke the finances. I'm the first generation millionaire in my family. You can be the same thing. I'm no different than you. You're no different than me. You can break generational curses.
Definitely.
And it should start with you.
And I know that you did mention that you are in the process of writing your book. And I know that some individuals want to be notified when that book comes out. So guys, make sure that you visit, you look at my description. And like I said, it has Thelma's Facebook page on there, which is Thelma Sample. Make sure you like her page and follow her page so that you will be notified when she does release her book, as well as has any other events. Also, like I said, make sure you go to her fan page that's also listed in the description box. So you can, like I said, be notified when she does release that book, as well as if you need any counseling sessions. We already know that Thelma is a wealth of knowledge, and she wants to share that knowledge with you so you can continue to be successful in your business. Because that's one of the reasons why I created this show, is so individuals can not only learn more about different authors, but these people have written a book with the knowledge that they have to share with others. And I just think it's so important to let people know how to get in contact with these authors. I want people to know a little bit more about these authors. Like, yes, we see these books and websites, but who is the person behind the website? And so that's why I'm just so thankful that you came on the show today, that you allow people to know a little bit more about your heart, let them see why you created your Marketing Made Easy binder and how it can also help other individuals as well. Continue to ask questions, guys, because we'll be here to answer your questions as well in the comment section. If you guys don't have any questions for her, I got somebody, they said they need a coach. Their name is Michelle Henry. What's up, Michelle Henry? We're here for you. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and, since we have your Facebook name on here, we'll connect you with Thelma as well. But Thelma, again, I thank you for being on the show today. Also, guys, and I thank you guys for taking time to view the show. Make sure that you like my Facebook page, Martinique Y. Brown, as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel, Martinique the Storyteller. And don't stop right there with liking our pages and subscribing. I need you to go ahead and like and follow Thelma's page as well, Thelma Sample, on Facebook as well. Make sure you also visit her fan page. Make sure you sign up with her fan page as well, so you can always be notified of when she's doing new things, because she's doing a lot. Can't you see? I
am. But you know what? You can't put all your eggs in one basket. You want to be a multi-stream entrepreneur. Yeah. But I build a team. So I have a staff of 12 people. I don't do it all. I have a staff so I can delegate, because, people, I say this all the time, and it's true. 1% of 100 people effort is better than 100% of your own. You have to be able to delegate. And when you get to that level, build your team. But right now, you find ways to outsource things through Fiverr, which is a cheap way to outsource. Or you can use something called AdWorks, where you can outsource some of this stuff and let other people help you, because you're only one person and you don't want to run yourself crazy or get stressed out. You're in business to have fun, to hopefully create financial wealth. Wealth is saying, I have freedom. I get my time back. That's good. Whatever vehicle you're going to use, I get my time back. Yeah. And that's true wealth, where you can get your time back. You choose what you want to do, not because somebody's telling you to do it.
And that was free, y'all. Okay, so we're going to go. We're going to let y'all go. And like I said, I thank you guys for watching. I thank you, Thelma, for being on the show. And so
absolutely.
We'll see you guys later.
Bye. Thank you. I appreciate you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.